Hello, welcome to this Technic Force tutorial. In this video, we're going to discuss how to convert text into voiceover in another language in LinguaScribe. In previous tutorials, we've taken a look at the text-to-speech, speech-to-text, and translate text functions of LinguaScribe, and how for each one, you need to choose a service provider between Amazon, Google, and Microsoft Azure, and then specify your input and output languages for each. And then if you want to do the same with another language, to repeat the process. Well, LinguaScribe also has a jobs function that allows you to chain together various tasks into a jobs template that you can then reuse to apply separately to various source files. Like in this example, I can input an English text file and LinguaScribe will translate it into Chinese, Hindi, Spanish, and Arabic, and then convert that translated text into speech in Chinese, Hindi, Spanish, and Arabic, all with just a click. Let's see how it works. From the home page, you'll be able to see at a glance your jobs chart, the number of jobs you've created, and the number of times you've run each job. To set this up, just go to the Jobs tab in the left sidebar, and then click Add Job. Start by giving your job a descriptive name. And then let LinguaScribe know what input type of material you have, either text or audio. In this case, we're working with text. And then add the job. This adds our new job to the chart, and then we can click View Job under the Actions column to see the details. This shows us the blank template for our new job that we've created. So to get started, we can click the green plus button to add a task. And we'll give this task a name. We'll call it Chinese. And then next. Now that we've created a task called Chinese, we have to add an action to it. So we'll click the green plus button to add an action. And we have English text that we want to translate into another language. So we'll start by clicking here. And then we can select a service that we want to use. Google, Amazon, Microsoft are all excellent. In this case, we'll just choose Amazon. And then we have to specify what language the original text is in. In this case, the original text is English. And the output text we want to be in Chinese simplified. And then we can add the action. Now we have a translate action added to our chain here. So this translates our English text to Chinese text. Now we're going to add one more action to convert that Chinese text into Chinese speech. So we'll click here. And again, for this one, we'll choose Amazon, and the input language is Chinese Mandarin. And then we can choose a voice and add the action. So now our chain will take our English text, translate it to Chinese, and then take that Chinese text and convert it to speech. Let's do another one by adding another task. This time we'll call it Hindi. And next. And then we'll add an action. Start by translate our English text to Hindi. For services, we'll stick with Amazon in this case. And our input text is English. Our output text is Hindi. And add the action. So there's our translate action added. Now we'll add one more action to convert the Hindi text to speech. Click here, service, Amazon, language is Hindi, select voice, and add action. Now we can continue doing this again and again. Like for example, we might want to add Arabic and Spanish here as well. And that's going to vastly multiply the size of our audience that we're able to reach with our marketing campaign. But for the sake of this tutorial, let's just stick with these two for now. So now we have this set up as a job template. When we run this job, we'll input a source file, and LinguaScribe will automatically apply each of these chains to our source file. And then the end results, the text translations, and the audio will both be available for us to download. If we take a look in our jobs folder, we can see here's our text convert template here, and we can view it again by clicking the action icon. Now, in order to run this jobs template, we have to go to the Gigs tab here in the sidebar. So click Gigs, and then click Add Gig. And we'll give this gig a name. We'll call this Text Convert Chinese and Hindi. And which job is this a gig for? It's for the text convert job. And next. And here we can either paste our content into the text field, or if we have a text file, we can drag and drop the file here, and then add the gig. And the gig is automatically updated in our chart here as status pending. And if we want to see the details, we can click the View Gig button here under the Actions column to see the status. And we can see that currently it is lined up and ready to submit for translation for both languages. So it takes about a minute to go through the system, so I'll just pause for a moment here, and then I'll refresh the page. And we can see that our translation now has been completed for both languages, and that now the text-to-speech function is ready to submit. And this is all automatic. There's nothing for us to do other than just sit back and wait. So again, I'll pause for another moment here, and then I'll refresh the page. And now our text-to-speech is completed. And each file is available to download here in the Downloads column. So if we want to download the Chinese text, we can download that here. And to download the voiceover, when I click this, it will open a new tab, and we can just click Save in order to save that to our Downloads folder. Open the text file so we can compare that.
LinguaScribe 能够使用人工智能技术以100多种不同语言快速翻译、转录或配音，这令人惊叹，也是你进行内容本地化的第一选择。在11月15日获得它。
So I'll just click Control S to save this voiceover. And I'll save that to my Downloads folder. And now we'll go back. And now we can download our Hindi text file. There's our Hindi translation. And we'll open the voiceover in a new browser tab.
टेक्निक फर्स्ट जल्दी से अनुवाद, प्रतिलेखन या एआई प्रौद्योगिकी का उपयोग कर विभिन्न भाषाओं में वॉइस ओवर की क्षमता के साथ आज के सबसे उन्नत बहुभाषी अनुवाद अनुप्रयोग LinguaScribe की घोषणा करने के लिए खुश है। यह अद्भुत ब्लीपिंग है और सामग्री स्थानीयकरण के लिए आपकी पहली पसंद है। इसे 15 नवंबर 2020 पर प्राप्त करें।
And we can click Control S to save that one to our Downloads folder. And now anytime we have new text that we want to convert to Chinese and Hindi, we can just go back to our Gigs tab here, add a new gig, and select this same jobs template, and we can just input our new text for each new gig. And LinguaScribe will run that chain for every language that we've selected. And that's how LinguaScribe makes it so easy to convert your English text to a wide variety of multi-language text and voiceover files. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Thanks very much for watching.